Arkansas Razorbacks as they welcome in the Cincinnati Bearcats. October 24th, we start earlier and earlier every year.
And I love seeing this place full. I love seeing these Razorbacks and Bearcats good.
Experienced players coming through the portal. There's Abayev. Here's your starting lineup for the Razorbacks. I don't think there's any surprise with the starters. Acuff, Wagner, Knox. How about Miller on the drive? Kick into the corner for Abayev. There's Krisa. Might remember him.
Attempts versus Michigan, all 9 were from the 3.
Carter Knox with the miss. In fact, this and a save to Chom, and his shot will not drop. And there's Pringle. DJ Wagner. Carter Knox waits for the flyby, and then Barry knocks back after a flirtation with the NBA and going through the combine. There's Abayev. He will miss. Trevin Brazil. Pringle, nice move and a basket at the run, but a good beginning for Arkansas. Thomas with a fadeaway 3. Back tap by
and get another attempt.
How about Trevin Brazil stepping out a long range 3, and he'll bury the
from him.
New uniform number this year for Trevin. He was 2, then 4, now 7. And you have to recalibrate what your expectations are for returners, and that's going to be a turnover forced by DJ. Saw us linked this evening. There's Acuff coming around the screen. At the end of the year, when Arkansas was playing 6 or 7 players, if he made a mistake, he knew he wasn't coming out. There's a takeaway by Malik Thomas. Able to gather again and score, and there's our as well, the freshman from Pittsburgh. I think Billy was out of bounds. Then he looks up, and there's Brazil in his face. This may not end well for him. Oh, goodness, he went up. 98 win. Brazil going to work, threw it off the side of the window.
Air about him, and he does not play. Again, I know it's early, but he does not.
Think about it, it's his 4th year in the program, 5th in college basketball. He said, I've been here longer than any ball after that 100-point performance. There's Celestine, the Baylor transfer. Rodriguez difficult to come by this evening. Nice maneuver, though, and McKinley.
His shoulders well to clear space and make some baskets. But again,
he's got some shooters, he's got some size. Big 12 is no joke now. That's a big-time basketball conference, and they're trying to. Billy Richmond finds Carter Knox. What a beautiful jump shot.
By Billy, draws the defense and gives Carter Knox a window.
Maybe too many passes. Rodriguez, high arcing shot over Carter Knox. And now the Bearcats, for one of the few times tonight, have a chance to run. Pretty good catch off the bounce by McKinley, and he'll wait.
That offense.
That's a tough shot from Malik Thomas, and yet it drops now. Wild drive from Harris. And the ball's
this level of play, you got to take what they give you.
There's Ewan. Went up to flush, and he was
getting in gaps, getting in the lane, causing help situations, and getting Cincinnati on its heels.
Times he shot almost 60% from the field, but Joe, 84% of his attempts were at the rim.
Of doing what he can do. He doesn't try to do too much, and he's an extreme athlete. And what your strengths and weaknesses are, and in environments like this, under this kind of pressure.
One of the few times tonight the shot clock has been down to single digits, but Acuff will pull. Dribble handoff to Day Thomas. There's an open 3 from the corner and a miss from a extra pass to Acuff. Long again and a
in the country. And I think one of, I think 8 to 10 McDonald All-Americans. Really good upside in that young man.
This is Nick Pringle. Now in shoot-around to eat it is. How about that fight for the basketball? Arkansas can run. Billy Richmond with the head. How about this defensive stand for Arkansas on a long miss? Rebound to Miller. And with some fresh legs. Thomas high off the window, too high. Rebound Thomas. DJ trying to get downhill. There's Thomas, open look. Missed the 3. There's going to be some nights.
He said he's going to knock down more than he misses.
A couple of times Thomas has tried that runner. Wagner with the step back three. Follows his miss. How about Trevin Brazil? He's tried one long three. Was on the floor. Thomas, quick release. Knocked down three. And a foul.
Coming this year thinking not only they have a chance in the league, but in the tournament.
Celestine climbed back into this one in the first half. Trevin Brazil. Boy, that thing brought rain way up there. Grazed the front of the rim, but chipping into this deficit. At one time down 12. Another knockdown from Celestine by the different services. DJ Wagner, a couple of big steps, hanging in the air and hit it. And they found 5 quick points. Celestine tried again. Questioned the entire group, and he said, hey, if Seeley's going to get on the floor, what does he have to do? And everybody said, defend.
And the more you have to sit on the pine because you don't do it, the more it resonates.
Wagner
eligible this year that Cal has played. He likes the fact that he's got some guys that know what he wants.
From Acuff Jr., 7 points for Darius. Another long three and a miss. Young man from Detroit, IMG. Richmond hanging in the air, could not bank it in, but he'll shoot 2. Or in the non-con play, but obviously, as Joe mentioned, just trying to prepare this team out there because he had so many returning players.
Yeah, he likes his team. You don't make that schedule.
The other top dogs in college basketball. Acuff, spinning jump shot. All of a sudden, Acuff said we knew this time would come when he would be a freshman going up against older players rather than being one of the younger guys.
Not that time, but he's been under control.
He knew we were talking about him, had to turn one over.
Calipari would be at practice. Coach would be always talking him up and encouraging, playing well in spurts. The spurts became longer and the confidence grew. And I'm with you.
There's Carter, Knox, he gets that to
strong young man.
Carter did admit a couple of weeks ago that he was just overwhelmed with tech. Day Thomas, twisting, spinning, not scoring. Billy Richmond says he's been working on that three-point shot. It's something he wants to get better at.
That's what they got to do, get those bigs down on the block, penetrate and dish it to him.
Nice move from nice add-on. Well, that pass touched about Carter. Knox couldn't quite get there, but Thomas does. Acuff. How about a knockdown? That's 12. And Player of the Year, finalist for the Naismith High School Player of the Year. Baba Miller. Miller last year at FAU, 34 starts, averaged more than 11 a game. Also was a Malik Ewan also back in. Acuff starting to feel it. He'll go to the line.
Reeds are going to call that. Defensive game. The officials are looking to give players on offense the advantage.
Arkansas's length has caused some issues today. Even that shot may have been altered if it wasn't. Malik Thomas will let one fly. Seeley tried to get a hand on. Nifty block by Krisa. Here comes Harris. Nifty drop the first month or so. Seeley off the dribble, handoff, gets to the rim, another foul, more free.
For the first game of the year with having so many players, it's touching the sides of the floor. So when the ball moves, it makes it so much easier to take the guy off the dribble than if you're just standing there.
Extra pass into the corner for Harris. And the shot from Chon.